is also Bubba's bestest friend.
Oh, yeah.
Hulk Hogan is on the warm line. Hooty-ho, 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 hooty-ho.
What's up?
What are you doing, Hollywood Hulk Hogan?
Well, you guys are tearing it up 24/7, man. You guys are on.
Fuck, eight straight hours of radio on Fridays, my friend.
Dude, you guys are awesome.
Eight straight. Man, Hervey had the line of the day yesterday, did he not?
Yeah.
Hervey says, my people have been walking through my people walked through the desert for 40 years to get by conditions like this, and you're putting me back in the oven when they came to the Clem Gym and they were hot.
Oh, yeah, it was something, boy. It's going to get really crazy in there another 3 or 4 weeks.
I know, I'm telling you.
That's going to separate the men from the boys. Anyway.
What do you got going on?
Not much. I'm just trying to, every time I call you some type of
bullshit.
Drizz on it,
right.
Now, check this out. You know that white Benz, that...
the Mercedes, you mean Linda's Mercedes 4-door?
Yeah, the 4-door, that Charlie drives all over the place.
Yeah, the one she crashed on the Bayside one time when she was going to see Nick?
No, that was Brooke's car.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
I got, Steve Chapman, DuPont Registry, our next door neighbor who's been nothing but good to us.
Good guy, yep.
Who Linda accused me of years and years of having an affair with Steve's wife, which is totally ridiculous.
Well, hold on. You know what you should start doing? Linda, would you not blame me for having an affair? Look at your fucking ass. Jesus. I mean, I was fucking Bubba for years, and, he's just a tad bigger than you are.
Oh, she still won't believe that you and I haven't had an ongoing affair, but
right.
Anyway.
But, I mean, let's talk about that. Like, if you and I were having an affair, who would do...
That's not even realistic.
But who would do what? I mean, we're both two big dudes. Who's gonna fuck who? I'm not gonna...
Hey, if you and I were having an affair, I'd have left her a long time ago because I never had a biatch that made money before.
Right. I mean, I would be like your first bitch that actually contributed a little bit.
Yeah, I'd be like a housewife. I'd say, don't make my biatch go to work.
Yeah, well, yeah. We did that for years. So anyway...
Right. Anyway, Steve.
We'll be on top.
He's always been there to help us and stuff.
Who has to be on?
That's what we want to know, people.
Ned wants to know who's going to be on top.
Bubba's the catcher.
No way. I'm not going to be the catcher, Hogan.
I knew it. I knew you were the catcher, Bubba.
I'm not the catcher. First of all,
Rudy is the pitcher all day long.
Listen to me.
He's fucking Nolan Ryan, Bubba.
And who am I?
Johnny Bench.
I wanted to be Thurman Munson.
Nope.
Oh, God.
No. All right.
Crazy.
So anyway.
Anyway, Steve's a boy. Loved him to death to do anything. He was there with you when Nick got in his accident.
Right.
We were the first 2 people there.
Yep. Me and Steve, respectfully. Yep.
You and Steve. Okay. And then all of a sudden, Linda, of course, if I have a hookup anywhere, from the ice house to this or that and the other, a Hogan hookup, a chicken sandwich store hookup, they're still trying to take advantage of it, right?
Right.
So anyway, Steve being as nice as he can be because he loves our family. Charlie doesn't like the wheels that I put on the white Benz with Pete from Wheel Tech, remember?
Yeah.
So he goes down, picks out wheels, Steve and everybody, and inside Steve's business, he's got Boyd's Customs or whatever you call it,
Right. Right.
inside his business. And so the people there, they told Charlie, these most expensive wheels, these won't fit under the car, they won't work. And Charlie wanted them anyway. Linda was doing anything she could to make Charlie happy. So they put the wheels on. He rolls out of it. And not only did it tear up the wheel wells, it tore up the quarter panels, the wheels that fix the car. So Linda calls up screaming and yelling, bitching them out. So when they bring the car back, everybody just scoots out of there.
Well, what I don't understand is this, Hogan. Why are you, because, at the end of the day, nobody has a job except you. Why are you responsible for putting new rims on Linda Hogan's car that her boyfriend's going to drive around when, you can't even... I mean, you're having a hard time paying your own stuff right now, but you have to. Does the judge not see this stuff?
Well, we're beyond that. I couldn't even pay my bills last month, and she has to divulge everything we both do to the court, and she's got way over $350-something thousand in her account right now. To make a long story short, Steve was going through his inventory with Boyd's Customs for those wheels that he re-put back in the car, and she bounced a check or a credit card. So he called up to get her to pay the balance. He had his manager from Boyd's call up, and she told him that she has no money, she can't pay him. So he calls me saying, what's going on? We put these wheels on a good faith, we jumped through hoops, we got cussed out, we put these 3-piece HRE type wheels on that we said wouldn't fit, then we went back and put different wheels on that were more expensive, out of the goodness of her heart, just to try to make Linda happy after she yelled and screamed at all of us and cussed us all out. Now she's saying she can't pay us. I said, Steve, all I can tell you is she's got almost $350, $360 in the bank as of last week, $350, $60 grand. she can pay you the $2,800 or $3,800, but she lied to him and said she couldn't afford to pay him. So that just really.
How can it be, Terry, that you got Dog Piss Willie in your bank account? Nothing. I mean, you virtually have nothing in your bank account. How can she have $350,000 and you have nothing? How can that be?
Dude, I don't know, man. The whole thing's crazy, but we found out about Charlie's diving record, too. You know how Charlie, in that statement, when they said he was an Eagle Scout.
Yeah. Diver and a captain, and, you know, he fucking drove the Titanic and all that kind of shit, yeah.
He's regular Forrest Gump. He did everything.
And Linda was beating on Brooke for having fake breasts and stuff, and then all these Us Magazine, People Magazine, all the internet. I guess this media blitz backfired on her, and she's been getting killed. But
well, of course. I mean, God, you might want to start and stop with your publicist, some fucking jobber that's going to go out and talk bad about your daughter. I mean, what woman in their right mind would talk bad about their daughter and then allow their publicist to quote that? I mean, this could do nothing but backfire on her. I mean, fuck.
Well, one of the comments kind of woke us up, because one of the comments said, how could you have a teenage daughter that you kind of like give the incentive to and push her to get fake breasts? Because Linda was always going, Brooke, you need to have your breasts enhanced or whatever.
Oh, I was in that mix. I helped put that together. You know that.
Yeah. And then once you talk her into doing it, then you bang her for it, and you knock her for doing it.
Many a times, I'm going to be very candid here, but don't get mad at me. You know, it's the truth. We would be, out the pool, and Brooke, who's taller. She's 5'11", right? Not fat, but taller. And she didn't have big boobs. I mean, for as tall of a girl, and her body, she just didn't. So Linda would be like, God, you look like a boy. You need to get because Linda's got just grotesquely fucking huge, stupid looking tits. And she would, Terry
they look sloppy.
I mean, they are just stupid looking. And Terry, don't get mad at me. And she would sit there and berate Brooke about, I swear, I heard this quote, Terry, tell me if I'm true. The minute you turn 18, we're getting you some tits. I'm telling you that right now. And so, for years, I mean, even when Brooke was 15 and 16, which is probably somewhat inappropriate for Linda to be saying that, in front of friends and family, she'd be saying, you need to get boobs, you look like a fucking ox, you need to get boobs, all this kind of shit.
She called her an ox?
Well, hold on. No, hold on. Linda spoke to her kids in that manner.
That way?
Yes.
Oh, dude, she would call her the C word.
Oh, yeah.
What?
No, I
her
heard
own daughter?
Yes. She called Linda Hogan, I heard it called Brooke a cunt many a times. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so, you're a dumb cunt, you're an Amazon, God, look how fucking fat you are, you need to be spending some time in the gym.
But Bubba, the thing that woke me up is that all these comments that backfired on her, thousands of comments on Us Magazine, People, that really attack Linda for doing what she did to her child, from it's almost like a mother that would eat her babies. One of the comments was, how could you push your daughter into enhancing her breast, and then as soon as she did it, knock her for it, and
so we bet the pool. She's like, you got to get your tits done. So during Christmas, when she turned, 18, 19, Brooke went and got them done, and they were fine.
And Linda's the one
they nursed them and everything.
Yeah, well, you were part of that whole hookup deal. I don't want to comment on it. Everybody's asked, Brooke over the years if they're fake or not, and Brooke's standard answer is, well, they're mine. And you know what that means.
Right.
They're hers because whatever.
So Linda pushed it. They got them done. And then the first opportunity she's got to berate her daughter in the public eye about having fake boobs, she does so. And again, whether it was her idea or not, which it was her idea, you don't talk about your kid like that. You don't say my kid's a fucking, piece of shit and she needed new. You just don't do that. I mean, how much couth do you have?
Zero.
Exactly.
But along those same comments, they were saying that Charlie was fourth in the Nationals diving, and I guess people, whenever you throw something out there, people
fourth national muff diver, man. I got everybody.
There's a Google and Alexis Nexus.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
I mean, people and today, Linda is so fucking 80'd out, Terry, that she thinks she can throw this arbitrary fucking statistics and people can't research them now. And
this takes 2 seconds.
Finally, Linda's gift of gab and bullshit are going in today's environment are going to catch up to her.
Yeah, but it happens to politicians.
I guess they called Charlie out because instead of being fourth in the Nationals, like Linda's publicist claimed was fact and the word of God, I guess there's a big difference between fourth in the Nationals and being eighth in the high school regionals like he was. I mean, eighth in the high school regionals, he was probably the last. There were probably only 8 people in the regional finals or something.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's like saying Hogan sold out WrestleMania 3 with 93,000. Sold out, and selling out the Tampa Armory. I mean, there's a little bit of a difference there.